If you haven't been living under a rock the last week, you've seen what has happened at Nebraska. Beloved athletic director Trev Alberts resigns out of the blue to become the next AD at Texas A&M, and with that, a bunch of backlash on social media and throughout the state. However, this intensified when it was announced that Nebraska and Texas A&M will be meeting up in the first round of the NCAA Tournament, not only for the boys, but the girls' basketball programs as well. A lot of people are excited about this. They think this will be a great matchup, but there's a couple reasons why this is a bad move, not only for Nebraska, but college athletics as a whole. So in this video, I'm going to break down those reasons in detail, along with the Trev Alberts saga as a whole. Real quick, if you like the content, please hit the like button on this video. It really helps me out, and it's completely free, along with subscribing to the channel if you don't want to miss out the best Nebraska football and Nebraska ball content here on YouTube. But without further ado, let's get into it, talking about this matchup a little bit more extensively. And I know a lot of Nebraska fans were shocked to see the Cornhuskers playing Texas A&M in the boys tournament, and that shock turned into confusion when they saw the exact same pairing about 2 hours later for the girls as well. So without further ado, again, let's just say this. This is ratings. This is completely ratings. It's driven by Turner Brothers, driven by ESPN for these matchups. That's the way college sports is going. They don't care about the athlete. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the programs. They care about the greedy dollar bill and how they can widen their pockets. So let's put that out of the way, right? They absolutely, this is because of ratings. This is rigged. It was fixed from the beginning. But initially, when I saw these matchups, just like you at home or any other Nebraska fan, I thought this was a great thing. Oh, we're going to get an opportunity to get back at Trev Alberts, to really give it to him and show him why he should have never left Nebraska. But it's actually something that Cornhusker football head coach Matt Rule said that kind of changed my mind. He said, this is a terrible move because it puts the focus off of the student athletes and their accomplishment and puts it on one man, that being Trev Alberts. And I couldn't agree more. When we talk about Nebraska and what they've done this season, you have Keisei Tominaga, the heart of Japan, one of college basketball's prominent figures, leading this team. You have a bunch of other hometown Nebraska guys, Fred Hoiberg, who is one of the more popular coaches in the Big Ten. And they're looking to get their first ever NCAA tournament victory in program history. And there's also storylines for this Texas A&M squad. This is a team that was on the bubble all year long, and they made a run in the SEC tournament to really punch their ticket to the NCAA dance. So again, there's storylines for both squads. There's reasons to be excited for both teams. But instead, there's not going to be a focus on these athletes, these players. The only focus on this game will be who can win this battle to really show Trev Alberts why they're the better program. And that's a problem, not only for Nebraska, but Texas A&M fans should also be mad about this. And I go back to the reaction that we saw from Nebraska basketball players when they saw this matchup. You know, on the CBS broadcast, they have basically cameras of the teams when they're getting called. And you saw the reaction from Nebraska players. It was, oh, we made it. We made it to the NCAA tournament. And then they all started laughing because they saw who they're going up against. They know that there's a bigger weight on their shoulders now that really isn't their fault. Right? The focus is more than getting your first ever NCAA tournament game. It's now you're trying to represent Nebraska to really shove it to an athletic director that you don't care about. Okay, these Nebraska basketball players couldn't care less about Trev Alberts and what he thinks. They don't care. The AD does not impact their life, but now they feel a bigger sense of urgency in order to defend Nebraska against him. That's a problem. That shouldn't be the focus of this game. The focus of this game should be doing something a Nebraska basketball team has never done before. Let's go to the girls. The girls have also done a great job this season. We look at the Nebraska girls team. They made the Big Ten finals against Iowa. They beat Iowa earlier this season in Lincoln. They've actually had a better season than the boys have had. And they're going to have the exact same pressure that they're going to go and play Texas A&M and try to avenge their program against a guy who left them. And I hate that. That's bad for the athletes. That's bad for the program. And that shows you where college athletics is going. The fact that these companies, that ESPN, that Turner Brothers, that the NCAA cares more about ratings and they care more about storylines than the actual student athletes. And again, a lot of Husker fans are excited about this matchup. Oh, it's all about revenge. It's all about getting back at a guy who left us. And I thought the exact same thing. But it's unfair to the student athlete. And it's unfair for what they've done all season to work as hard as they have. Not only Nebraska players, but for Texas A&M players. They feel the exact same burden. It's unfair to them to put them in this situation to be fighting for or against an athletic director that they don't care about, that doesn't impact their lives, that doesn't impact their careers. So this is what I ask of you. If you're a Nebraska fan, if you're a Texas A&M fan, don't talk about Trev Alberts. I know it's tempting, and a lot of Nebraska fans are planning on showing up to Memphis or Corvallis, Oregon, and they're planning on booing Trev Alberts when and if he shows up. And probably some other things that I can't mention on a YouTube video. Okay? Don't let that be the focus of this game. There's a lot of things on the line if you're a Nebraska fan. Okay? You want to get your first ever NCAA tournament victory. You want to go farther in the tournament. Don't let this whole Trev Alberts storyline take away from your players' accomplishments, because it's unfair to them. And it's unfair to us as fans. Okay? Trev Alberts was a great athletic director here, but at this point, we're beating a dead horse time and time again. He's gone. He's not coming back. He's dead to us. He's not a Nebraskan anymore. He's not an alumni anymore. He's a traitor. So we're not going to talk about Trev Alberts in a year. We're not going to talk about him in a month. We're going to stop talking about him right now. Okay? So the focus of this game is no longer on Trev Alberts, in the Trev Alberts Bowl, in the Trev Alberts revenge game. It's no longer about that. It's about these student athletes, not only for Nebraska, Texas A&M, and their accomplishments, and that's as far as it goes. So I thought I'd make this video to really detail why this is a bad thing for not only Nebraska, Texas A&M, but college athletics. The fact that, again, it's all about that greedy dollar, what can get TV ratings, what can get tickets sold, and what can get overall more popular interest. So, again, when we're watching that game on Friday, both of these games on Fridays, it's nothing about Trev Alberts. Let's not make a tweet about him. He's gone. This is what he wants, guys. You've seen his tweets the last couple days. He's basically shoving it in Nebraska fans' face that he's gone. He's laughing at us. He's tweeting at Will Compton, Nebraska former linebacker, saying, "Bring the bus down, Will. Get on the podcast." Okay, he's making fun of us. He's throwing it in our faces that he's gone. Okay, clearly he wants this scenario. Clearly he's happy about the focus being on him. Don't let Trev Alberts win. You're dead to us. This is now a focus on Nebraska student athletes, the Texas A&M student athletes in one heck of a basketball game. So everybody enjoy the game on Friday. I'm going to have a pregame show dropping on Wednesday, breaking down that game extensively, along with having a post-game video, win or loss, talking about Nebraska, and hopefully we'll be talking about going to round number 2. So again, let me know what you think down below about this video, about the whole storylines this week, and also let me know, who do you got winning, Texas A&M or the Cornhuskers? As always, folks, go Big Red, go Fred Hoiberg, and see you in the next one. Real quick, forgot to mention this. We're plugging this at the end of the video. Nebraska football spring practice starts on Sunday. We're going to have videos coming out all spring talking about that. So let's just do another ending here. Go Big Red, go Matt Rule, and see you in the next one.